Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are well. I know it's been a while since I've done a styling video and I'm really excited to say that I am back with these. I'll be sharing a series of how to style specific body types. It had really good feedback and you guys requested for me to share more. So today, as you can see by the title, I will be sharing tips and advice on how to dress, what to wear if you are short or petite. So I'm just going to quickly give you a few tips before I showcase these tips on my model. The first tip is a tailor. I do feel like if you are short, if you are petite, you definitely need a regular tailor that you can go to. It could be a professional tailor, it could be someone, a tailor in your laundrette that just is close by to you. I would just advise making sure you have a tailor so that if you do end up buying items that are too long or they don't fit you well, just take them to the tailor and just get them tapered and just get them shorted and fitted correctly. And to be honest, it usually isn't too much. So definitely invest in a tailor. So make sure you have a tailor that you can just go to whenever you need to adjust your clothes. Number two, of course, and it's just silly to mention it, shop in the petite section. Not every shop has petite sections, but we have Topshop that does, we have ASOS, which is online, which is incredible. There are a few shops that have petite sections. Go there and shop with those items because they are obviously suitable for your length and for your height. So before going and shopping in the normal section for everyone else, I would suggest you shopping in the petite section. And the last tip before I start is just basically don't feel discouraged. It's not really a tip, but don't feel discouraged. I do feel like petite women that I know, they feel restricted when they dress up, when they go shopping. Don't be afraid to try things on, because sometimes you'll realize trying things on, instead of just looking at it and thinking, oh my gosh, this is gonna make me look too short, or this is just gonna look like I'm just drowning in it. Before assuming that, try it on, try things on, see if you can get it tailored, see if you can match it with something else that is the opposite to it. For example, if it's long and flary, maybe something fitted on the top. Try things out and then you'll find out what items suit you the most. So tailor, definitely. Shop in the petite sections, and I've mentioned Topshop and ASOS. I will also link some shops below where they also do cater to petite women. And don't be afraid to try things on. Anyway guys, let's get this video started. So here's look number one with our model Vanessa. Hi Vanessa.
Hi.
So first, do you want to tell our viewers how tall you are?
I'm just 5'2".
5'2". So I thought it was perfect to get someone who is petite just to show you these tips rather than me just talking to you. So as mentioned, the first tip was short skirts. So it doesn't actually have to be a short mini skirt, just as long as it is just above your knees, how it fits on Vanessa. I've paired it with boots and a turtleneck because of the autumn winter season. I do like the fit of this skirt because it is slightly high-rise, and I do think slightly high-rise jeans and skirts on petite women just give them like a longer length look to their body. And what I like about this jumper is that it fits just on top of the waistline. I think if she was to have it below, it just doesn't complement her shape. Whereas if she was to fit it on top, I don't know, it just kind of gives different dimensions to her body. So it's like the top, middle and the below. So I paired it with knee-high boots, which I just think just completes the look. I'm going to also add this, and this is tip number 2. This is a jacket. So with petite women, sometimes I feel like you can get away with long jackets and short jackets. But I do think mid-length jackets that are just the same length as the skirts that you decide to wear or the shorts that you decided to wear also look really nice. This one is actually from Primark. I was really quite shocked to actually find something like this. What I like as well is it's double-breasted, so when you leave it slightly open and you can see her outfit, it just adds length and structure to her outfit, if that makes sense. And if you turn around, it just looks really nice. So instead of looking like the jacket is wearing her, she's wearing the jacket, if that makes sense. So these are the first 2 tips together. So a jacket that is not too long or not too short, and a skirt that is just above the knee. So for tip number 3 is outfits with longer or flowy sleeves. Flowy and lengthy sleeves go really, really well if you are wearing a shorter skirt or fitted jeans or fitted bottoms. I wouldn't advise you to wear them if you're wearing flared jeans or flared trousers or flowy skirt, because flowy bottoms and flowy tops is a no-go for petite girls. But this one's really nice because it fits really nice on her body, and because it stops just before her knees, matching it with the boots. I feel like the length of the arms compensate for the shorter dress, if that makes sense. What I also like, and what is another tip, is tights is your best friend. I do feel like sometimes when you are petite, it is nice to show a little bit of your body. So I would recommend, anyway, if I was petite, I would usually just go for tights. So I would wear tights with boots and tights with skirts, or yeah, just basically like this, especially in the season. It isn't summer. In summer you would maybe not want to wear tights, but I think of course it's autumn, winter, I would definitely wear with tights. And this is also a good tip for workwear. So if you are going to look for workwear, look for blouses that if you do have length on the arms, just make sure your bottom part is fitted, or you've got a nice cute little short skirt. So flowy sleeves are definitely a plus for petite girls. Tip number 4 is jeans that fit at the ankle, and these are usually called ankle grazer jeans. These jeans were from Primark, and on the label it says ankle grazer. So I noticed that the ones that fit at the ankle are also cropped jeans. You'll find that instead of them fitting at the bottom of your foot, they fit right at the ankle. And these are perfect for petite girls, because usually if they don't get petite jeans, the jeans usually are too long and you have to keep folding them. Is that the problem? Yeah, that's the problem you usually have. You end up having to fold them, and sometimes you just want jeans that fit around your ankles that you can wear heels with, or just basic pumps like this. Of course you can shop in the petite section, but not every single store has a petite section. So I would advise, for the shops that don't have a petite section, go for the ankle grazer cut or the cropped leg cut. Tip number 5 is something that everyone can do. All the petite girls, you don't have to go out and buy anything, because I'm sure you have them in your wardrobe, and it's literally just tuck in your shirt or your tops into your jeans, just like this. I feel like when you have things hanging out as well as wearing jeans, it just looks like there's no levels to your outfit. It just looks like there's no dimension, and it just ends up making you look straight and bland, and we don't want that. So when you tuck it in, it just complements your shape. First of all, it complements your height. I've also matched this look with pointed nude heels. That is the next tip. Tip number 6 is nude pointed heels. This actually gives you the illusion of being taller and basically having legs for days, as they call it. Pointed shoes, pointed boots, I was going to say, so for the winter, pointed boots, pointed heels, anything pointed is perfect for girls who are petite. It just gives you that longer look. And tucking in your tops, especially if you have a loose fitting top. This is like a loose kind of fitting shirt. You wouldn't have it flowing out. I would definitely tuck it in. If the shirt was fitted and it fitted above the waist, that would be fine because of how the jeans fit slightly high. But in this case, any loose tops, any baggy tops, any flowy tops, I would tuck them in. Tip number 7 is fitted top and loose bottoms. I really, really, really like this look on Vanessa. I just think it really looks so classy, so sophisticated. As I mentioned, the bottoms are really, really flary. And this is where you have to be really, really careful, those who are petite. If you are going to wear flare trousers, they need to be high-waisted and fit at the waist, as you can see. If Vanessa had this fit on her waist, oh my goodness, I can't even. That's a no-go. That is a no-go. It will just look like you're drowning in it. It will make you look horrible. I'm going to be honest, it will just make you look horrible. If you are going to go for loose trousers, I would wear high waist, and it has to fit in your waist with flare. I think that looks perfect. To also complete the look, if you are going to wear flares, I would advise to wear pointed heels. Again, it just gives you that lengthy look. These ones are really comfortable ones. I think I got them I don't even know I got them from, but I got them a long time ago. And the top, again, it's fitted. So you've got a nice fitted top. It could be any kind of fitted top. But if she was to wear this with a shirt, with one of those white shirts, it would just look terrible. It would just look messy. She will just look like the clothes is drowning her. But because it's fitted, she is dimensioned well, if that makes sense. So yes, you can wear flare jeans, you can wear flare trousers, you can wear flare things, but as long as it fits you well at the waist and your shoes are appropriate for the whole look. So the last tip is actually midi skirts. So there are different types of midi dresses, midi skirts. There are ones that are like midi maxis that are longer, and there's ones that are slightly shorter. I think if you're petite, you should go for the length that is in between, yeah, like it's on your calf. So it's between your knee and between your ankle, if that makes sense. So it's not too long. And if you are going to go for a midi skirt or a midi flowing skirt, I would make sure that it is, again, high-waisted. I know I'll keep repeating high-waisted, but I just think high-waisted items on anyone who is petite just gives you that structure instead of you just looking straight and shorter, if that makes sense. So it kind of just gives you structure and depth. I've matched it with a fitted top again, so remember, if you do have flowy bottoms, always match it with a fitted top. This one's really nice fitted around her waist and stuff, and you've got slightly flowy arms, but then again it is fitted on the wrist. Off the shoulders is another tip that I would also advise. I do feel like if you are petite and you cover up a lot, so for example you wear jumpers or this part's always covered up, as well as wearing long trousers and long skirts, that is just a no-no. I feel like if you are going to wear off the shoulder, perfect, and then just make sure that you are structured with your fitted top or fitted jeans on the bottom. I've just paired them with sandal strap heels. Sandal strap heels are really nice again as well, because when you do show your feet, it just gives you the appearance of longer legs and longer body. And this is probably one of my favourite looks. I think this looks really nice. And that's it. Those are my tips for petite women. If you've got any questions, just leave your comments below. Again, like I mentioned in the beginning, these are just tips and advice as to what kind of clothes to go for. You don't specifically have to wear everything that I showed on Vanessa today. If there's anything else you would like to see, then let me know in the bottom, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.